Hello everyone, this is Ray LaHood, Secretary of Transportation, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of On the Go. This month, we received a number of questions from our friends over at the website Transportation Nation, so we'll get right to it. This question comes from Movability. Austin asks, does the new transportation bill invest in demand management, sustainable communities, and other programs where a little money goes a long way? Well, as you know, we have, over the last 3.5 years, really emphasized our livable and sustainable communities program. We've invested in streetcars and light rail and bus rapid transit, walking and biking paths. We're very proud of what we've been able to do with our partners around the country. And we believe that there could have been more of our livable and sustainable community program in MAP 21, which is what the new transportation bill is called, but there's enough, and it's adequate enough with our team here at DOT that we will continue to make progress. We're not going to drop the ball on this. Communities that want to get into walking and biking paths, communities that want alternative forms of transportation, there will be those opportunities. One of the opportunities that's really created is a real huge increase in our TIFIA program, which is the loan program that leverages a lot of private money and will allow communities that have projects that, like a streetcar project or light rail or other projects where they turn out to be kind of expensive. The increase that was provided in the TIFIA, the loan program, is substantial and allows for a lot of creative financing to be matched with significant private dollars. So we think the MAP 21, the so-called transportation bill, MAP 21, is probably a little highway-centric. We will not be dissuaded from our opportunities to work with our partners all over the country to continue our efforts where communities want to invest in bike paths and walking paths and other forms of transportation, other alternatives to transportation. So I think we're on the right track, and I think people will be happy with the direction that we continue to take. Another question comes from EJ, who writes, how soon will we see next generation high-speed rail in the Northeast Corridor? Well, we've invested maybe $3+ billion in the Northeast Corridor, and we think these are good investments. We have some great partners in the governors and states all along the Northeast Corridor, and the purpose of our investments is to really fix up the infrastructure, the tracks, the catenary, provide new equipment, so that when people ride the train from Washington to New York or Washington to Boston, they'll have a comfortable ride. They'll have a ride that will get them there with faster speeds than we've known in the past once we have the ability to really fix up the infrastructure. Our investments on the Northeast Corridor are a signal that Amtrak is doing well. Ridership is far exceeded what it did last year. Amtrak is making money. They're providing a good service at a cost that people can afford and a good on-time ride. So these kinds of investments by Amtrak, plus our investments in the Northeast Corridor, mean that the future is very bright for rail transportation all along the Northeast Corridor. And then the investments we're making in North Carolina, in Massachusetts, and even further north, Connecticut. And our goal is to take trains all the way to the Canadian border. And so we think there are going to be lots of opportunities, and all along that corridor really connect the Northeast with the kind of service that people have come to expect on Amtrak. Kate writes in, not exactly a transportation related, but very timely. What summer 2012 Olympic sports are you most excited to watch? Well, I love basketball, and as a matter of fact, last night I was able to watch the basketball game that was played right here in Washington, D.C., And the U.S. team did very, very well, and I believe they're as good a team as we've had. There's some debate going on that involves the president about whether this team is better than the team that had Michael Jordan and a few other players back in the day. But we have a very good basketball team, and I think the U.S. will do very well. And I believe they have the opportunity really to really get gold medals and go all the way. I also am very interested in swimming. I think swimming is a great sport. I think swimming is a sport where people have to train very, very hard, and once they do that, have the ability to compete on their own and really make a difference. So I'll be watching basketball and swimming as well as other Olympic activities and rooting all the way for the good old USA, hoping we can bring home a lot of gold medals. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into the new transportation bill and some of the things that we'll be looking at and doing. And I want you all to know that we're going to continue to make progress, continue to carry on the strong activity that we've been able to do over the last almost 4 years with our great partners around the country that really want to get things done in transportation as we do. And so that does it for today. Thanks for all of the questions, especially from the readers at Transportation Nation. Keep writing on Fastlane, Facebook, and Twitter. Until the next time, thanks again. Stay cool out there.